Hi, this is Annie from the ADHD Minimalist, and today in Sweden it's Midsummer's Eve, and that's a big celebration where you usually dance and eat a lot of grilled food and have a good time. Because it's kind of the end of Corona here, we're having a small party instead of a big party, but we're still excited to see some friends. So today I didn't have a lot of time to make a video, but I just wanted to give you an update about what happened with all of the items that I found, the nostalgic items, the wedding items, and some other things that I found that I put into quarantine several months ago, or that I took over to the house and tried to use them. And so I just thought I would just show you what happened with those things. So we have all of these items that I found in the storage room, and with the exception of those two cups, these are all wedding items, and they match my set that I have, although right now we're only really using a portion of the set, and some of the items just didn't fit in our small kitchen because they were sort of made for in a big American kitchen. So some of the bowls I gave away, and so we don't have all of the set out anymore, so I don't really feel bad about breaking the set up at this point. So we have these porcelain spoons. I took them over to the house and we tried to use them. They're really for nuts or some kind of snacks. My daughter tried to eat with them with her cereal, but it didn't work very well, and I think it's just time for those to go because we haven't really used them. And this is, it's pretty and I like it, but I realized that we hardly ever make gravy. Maybe I would get this out and use it if we had people over for Thanksgiving. And I do like to celebrate Thanksgiving, but we haven't actually done it for the last year. We had a lot of Corona right around Thanksgiving, as we didn't celebrate with friends. We just kind of had a mini meal ourselves, and we didn't even make all of the Thanksgiving food, to be honest. And the year before that, our friends that we usually celebrate Thanksgiving with couldn't come, and so we didn't really do anything. And so in Sweden, you don't get off work for Thanksgiving because it's not a Swedish holiday. So honestly, like this gravy thing, it would only get used once every 3 years or something like that. So I've decided I'm going to let it go to the secondhand store, and somebody might be able to get excited about finding it. And then there was these cups. We actually bought these in Thailand or Cambodia before our kids were born. So that would have been about 15, 16 years ago. And I really like these, but I realized that the kids kind of thought they were hard to drink out of because they're square. So I've decided to get rid of my little mugs that you use for Christmas glögg, which is a Swedish Christmas drink, and to replace those mugs with these, because you just drink a little bit of glögg, and I figure it doesn't really matter if it's a little bit hard to get out of the cup, because I really like these cups and they bring back a lot of good memories from our trip. So I have 4 more of those, so I have 6. So I have now 6 glögg mugs, and I'm going to send the other ones, the old ones that I had that aren't nostalgic at all, to the secondhand store. And this ended up being a good thing. It fit in my oven beside another baking dish, and so it was really a perfect addition to my kitchen. So that turned out to be a big plus that I took it over and tried to use it. So I guess we're about 50-50 here for things that worked out and things that didn't work out. Then the other day, I did a quick cleanup of the cabinet where I have my baking stuff. And I just thought I would encourage everybody to go ahead, and when you're just organizing things, reorganizing things, put on your decluttering glasses at the same time, and you can get a lot of stuff decluttered without even really trying or without even planning on decluttering. I found a bunch of honey that I had separated and it didn't look very good anymore. So, and I mean, this is stuff that people gave us as gifts. We invited some people over for dinner and they came with this, and it was yummy, but we just didn't eat it up on time. We don't eat that much honey. So like things like that are just sitting and getting old in your baking cupboard need to probably go anyway. And I also found a lot of baking soda and baking powder in different bottles, and I put it all together in one, and that saved a lot of space. And oh, there went the lid. And I mean, this is a cookie sheet that's in really bad shape. I think it's coated with Teflon and it's starting to scratch off, and that's not good for anybody. Sort of a weird thing. It adjusts to the size of your oven. So it was kind of fun when I bought it. I thought it was a nice invention, but I don't want to have my kids eating Teflon in their cookies. So it's time for this to go too. But I found some other things, mostly food items, in our baking cupboard that were old and they needed to go, or that I realized my kids, when the kids baked, they didn't find what they were looking for and they opened a new one. So we had 3 baking sodas open and a couple baking powders open and a couple things of vanilla open. And when I finally poured everything together, it took up a lot less space. So just put on your decluttering glasses when you do things around the house, and you can probably get rid of a lot of stuff or consolidate things so that you have a lot more space in your cupboards. So happy midsummer and good luck. So I'm filming this out in the storage room because I didn't have a lot of time to set up and make a normal video this week, but thanks for spending part of your day with us, and I hope that you get inspired to tackle some of your cupboards in your kitchen and to give your nostalgic items a chance to try to use them. And then if you don't use them at all and you find that they're just wasting space, then it's a good time to say goodbye and let them go. I always try to think that someone else is going to find that at the secondhand store and be really excited, and that I'm just blessing them by sending it on. And like Marie Kondo says, she thinks that things that we don't enjoy and use, they just want to leave. And so, or maybe giving the thing a second chance at life and letting it have a good life somewhere else. So, thanks for being with us today. Happy midsummer. Bye.